vanish.
Hey, what's happening to you guys? It's Xenoverse here and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about transformation in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now we're not actually going to be focusing on, the established transformations like obviously Kid Buu transformation, the human transformation. I know those are the most, controversial ones because a lot of people don't like the idea of transforming to a Kid Buu with, preset movesets. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Really, I'm not going to be playing as a, Majin race, so I don't really care too much. I know some people who are really avid Majin race players, they probably are kind of pissed off, not really pissed off, but a bit saddened at the fact that their individuality has been taken away. I mean, like, the whole point of Xenoverse 2 is that, you get to create your own character and you're supposed to feel unique, but with Xenoverse 2, Dims is trying to be as canonically as possible. They want to be accurate to the T. And so it kind of makes sense that when it comes to the Majin race, all Majin race are technically, a piece of the original Majin Buu. So when they transform, technically they're going to tap into the core essence of Majin Buu, which is Kid Buu. So it makes sense. It's kind of sad too because I actually called this out the moment Bandai Namco introduced the Avatar transformation trailer. I knew from that moment on that all, Majin Buus were going to transform into Kid Buu, because at the very least they could have just let them have the outfits on, just to look different, just to look a little bit unique, but that's beside the point. Today's video, we're going to be focusing on 4 individuals whose transformation are still up in the air, like whether or not we're actually going to see those transformations in game. Now these people are Towa, Mira, the Megra, and Timebreaker Bardock. Now if you don't know, these 4 individuals, they all have transformations. They all have really cool, really badass transformation. Some have more than others obviously, but that's something we're going to be talking about in this video. So we're going to be looking at each of them and see what's up with their transformation. So when it comes to Mira has 2 transformations. His first one is the Runaway Mira, which is like an enhanced state of Mira. Now in this state, I think what he did was he took off his restriction armor, something that was preventing him to tap into his true power, and once that came off, he was able to tap into, I guess, his full his full power. So that's one of his transformations. Now his other one, I think that's a recent one, pretty much Mira pretty much attains the Super Saiyan transformation and becomes Super Mira. So basically I don't know how he did it, to be honest with you. I have absolutely no idea how he got the Super Saiyan transformation, but pretty much he got it when he snapped and got angry and became Super Mira. Now that's actually a really badass transformation, something that I would actually like to see in Xenoverse 2, and with Xenoverse 2 giving you the ability to transform into multiple transformations in game, it'd be perfect for people like Mira to have these 2 transformations on deck. So if you want to just flex and be like, I don't want to go full power yet, I'll just take off my vest, you can go Runaway Mira. But if you want to go all out, that's Super Mira for you. So it's pretty cool. He has he obviously has white spiky hair. I'm not going to go into that, but he also has, he has lightning, purple lightning around him. Like he just looks powerful. I'll have a picture of him in the screen. So the next one, Towa has 1 transformation, I believe, and that is the Darkness Towa transformation. Pretty much she gets more powerful. I think her power increases in terms of her ki and her ability to use magic. So pretty much Darkness Towa just looks dope. She looks really, really powerful, really awesome, and it'll be awesome to see that transformation in game. Now what makes Mira and Towa interesting is because in this situation is pretty much because these 2 are Toriyama's favorite character. Now if you didn't know this, the reason why we weren't able to kill those 2 in Xenoverse 1 is because Toriyama willed it so. Like, he didn't actually want us to pretty much kill his 2 new favorite characters. So technically, if you want to look at it this way, Towa and Mira are technically canon. I know they never made an appearance in the anime or in the manga or whatever the case may be, but these were hand-drawn, handcrafted by Toriyama himself, so technically they're canon. So if Dims, like I'm saying, is going to be, canonically correct, they're trying to be as accurate as possible, technically these two have transformations. Now, I don't know if Toriyama created the transformations for Towa and Mira, but if he did, they should be in the game. That's what I'm saying, and it'll be pretty awesome. It'll be surprising for those people who don't really keep up with Dragon Ball Heroes or Dragon Ball Online. Like, this transformation will be pretty dope. So the next one is the Migra. Now, when the Migra transformed into his final form, I wasn't really happy with that, because I hated the idea of fighting a really bulky, buffed out character, because obviously when it comes to Dragon Ball, anything really, the more skinnier and the more smaller your opponent is, that's how you know they're powerful. Take Frieza and Kid Buu for example. We saw Kid Buu, we thought Kid Buu was going to be easy. Nah, this motherfucker destroyed multiple planets and he kept going. So this time around, the Migra has a new transformation. Now, I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but it's the Makioka form. So pretty much he goes into this hybrid between a humanoid state and his final form transformation, and he looks pretty damn powerful. Like, when you look at him, you get this Kid Buu vibe from him. So you know he's about he means business when he pretty much transforms into this state. Now, having him being in this form and not be the main villain would be dope also, because I don't want the main villain in Dragon Ball Xenoverse to be predictable, to be honest, really, because a lot of people are just going to assume it's going to be the Migra again. Even though the Migra was taken out in Xenoverse 1, I feel like he could still make an appearance in Xenoverse 2, but if he does, I kind of want him to take on this form when you fight him again, so that'll be pretty dope to see. And yeah, and lastly, but not the least, is Timebreaker Bardock. Now, Timebreaker Bardock, one of the main things that people associate Timebreaker Bardock with is that he is able to transform into a Super Saiyan 3. We all saw this when we saw the teaser trailer from the mission trailers that came out for Dragon Ball Heroes. He broke off his mask, he looked at Mira, he got pissed off, and he went straight for not Super Saiyan 1, not Super Saiyan 2, he went straight for Super Saiyan 3. So the question now is, will he have Super Saiyan 3 transformation in Xenoverse 2? Because I feel like the Timebreaker Bardock concept, now correct me if I'm wrong, it was introduced in Dragon Ball Heroes. Now, he could have been introduced in Dragon Ball Online, I'm not too sure, I'm not too familiar with the Dragon Ball Online. I know enough, but not in depth, if you know what I'm saying. So, if he was introduced in Dragon Ball Online, then the chances of him having Super Saiyan 3 would be very, very small, since I don't think Dims is taking a lot of their inspiration from Dragon Ball Heroes. From the looks of things, they're focusing on Dragon Ball Online. But if, they literally took Timebreaker Bardock from Dragon Ball Heroes, then there's a good chance he might have Super Saiyan 3 in Xenoverse 2. And if he doesn't, it's going to be really disappointing in my opinion, because, it's Timebreaker Bardock, he should technically have it. So yeah, so these are the transformations I'm looking forward to in Xenoverse 2. I'm not saying that if I don't see this transformation I'm going to be hella disappointed. I'm not going to be, because it's just, it is what it is, but if they were to add them in, it would be pretty dope. I know a lot of people would probably play as them and stuff like that. So besides this transformation, the other thing that I want to talk about, which is kind of minuscule to this topic, but I want to talk about hairstyles. Now, I never really touched on this that much, because I don't know, I'm not too hyped up on hairstyles, to be honest with you. But now that I think about it a little bit more, I would like them to have a lot of hairstyles. Now, the ones I'm looking forward to in particular is just the Super Saiyan 4 hairstyle. Like, I want the hairstyle, not the wig, because if you put on the wig, you can't change the color, you can't change any of that bullshit. But I want Super Saiyan 4 hairstyle and a lot more hairstyles to be available in Xenoverse 2. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is that Xenoverse 2, whether you like it or not, is technically an MMO. Like, it is an action-packed MMO, and the whole idea is that you create your character and you go out and you take missions. Now, I wasn't really happy that they didn't give you the ability to choose various characters' hairstyles, like maybe Vegeta, Goku, Gohan, Trunks. I know a lot of people wanted Trunks' hairstyle for some reason, but they gave us people's hairstyle like Yamcha and Krillin's hairstyle is technically a hairstyle. It's a shaved head, but technically it is. But they didn't give us the main hairstyles like Goku, Vegeta, and all of them stuff. So hopefully in Xenoverse 2 they flesh out the customization a lot more, give us more variety, more options to just create the characters that we want. Now I actually did talk about this a little bit in my previous video, but the ability to customize your aura as well. Like, bro, I don't know why they're not giving us that option. Like, it's not that difficult. I don't like knowing that my aura is the same as every single Saiyan out there, and I'm pretty sure it's the same if you're playing as a Namekian or if you're playing as Majin race. You don't want your aura to be exactly the same. Like, I want a little bit of flexibility. Like, give me the option to allow me to, you know, customize my aura and all that stuff. I mean, listen, there was a game out, I can't remember the name of the game, I think it's Ultimate Tenkaichi, the really bad game that came out for the Xbox 360 and PS3, but basically that game gave us a lot of options when it comes to customizing your aura. You could choose literally your own color of aura. Actually no, they didn't give us the option to choose the color of your aura. What they did was you could actually equip specific type of aura, so you could pretty much equip the Kaioken aura, you could equip an aura that mimics certain types of, you know, characters' auras. Like you could pick, I think, the aura to mimic Cell and the Cooler race. Like it gave you option to customize your aura, and it made you feel even more unique, even though that game was flawed when it comes to the gameplay. When it comes to customization, like, you know, when it comes to the hairstyle, I think they gave one hairstyle that was actually pretty dope. Was I think it was the bed hairstyle. I can't remember what exactly, but they gave us a lot of decent customization, and those type of customization are kind of missing in Xenoverse 2. I mean, they haven't talked about it. It could probably be in the game, I'm not too sure, but I feel like so far we haven't seen much. But it would be nice to have your own unique aura, because I don't know, it just adds to the uniqueness. I mean, the whole idea of being able to customize your character is to be able to customize your character with a lot of, you know, customization abilities and all that crazy stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I know for a fact that when it comes to the customization, everyone wants more variety, more options, more ability to be more unique. So, you know, let me know if you've played Ultimate Tenkaichi. What was your favorite aura? Now, I know in Ultimate Tenkaichi they had the flame aura, that you had the ability to look. I think you have the ability to choose an aura that had a flame-like effect, similar to that of the Super Saiyan God aura. So that was my favorite one. So let me know what your favorite one was in the comment section below. Also let me know if you want Demigra, Towa, Mira and Timebreaker Battle to have the transformation that I mentioned in this video, and whether or not would you technically be upset if they weren't in the game, or if they were. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm Machine by Sonic. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. 10 characters already, and you know, it's kind of weird when you have so many more characters that could have been in the game. For example, like Bojack and Baby.